Alright. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another stream. Today, we're gonna be doing the London Pretzel. 56 case. Very nice look. Up box heel, down box heel, up box heel, down box heel. Basically it. Nice. Some music here in my ears so that I don't get completely crazy. This is gonna be a very chill ride. As usual, I don't intend to use power-ups. I just don't find it that attractive, to be honest. Unless you're doing like a race. I don't see much of the potential there. Right, so yesterday was actually a pretty good day for us, huh? Yes, indeed. It was a pretty good day. We did a very good job yesterday on the Petite KOM. We won that race. A very respectable time of Petit. We did it in 5:36, 5 watts per kilo average. New PB. New PB. Yeah. So today it's just an endurance ride. Very simple. The idea is to get the legs moving for a couple of hours and wrap up the week. Tomorrow we might have a longer stream. I'm still figuring out the exact time, because tomorrow, as some of you know, is Memorial Day. Memorial Day is not celebrated in Portugal, but it is celebrated across the world, across NATO nations and other military-drawn nations. And the idea of Memorial Day is that we have a time to stop and think about all of the fallen, all of those who have died in combat or otherwise related situations with protecting and guarding each of our liberties, rights, and basically the way Western societies work. So regardless if you think that's appropriate or not, these people have given their lives for others, and that's very respectable. And we have days to remember the dead as a total, and I don't think it's too much of a stretch to give another day to remember those that have fallen for everyone else. Now this is not to argue if we should have, for instance, people a day to remember people that work in healthcare. Should be pretty justifiable. Likewise, so I'm not going to that stretch. It's too much of a discussion. I just think that it's important to remember in a general sense of way. Not forget everyone. I have a very good friend that is a veteran, military veteran for the US Army. He's actually German born, but he is a military veteran. I'm not entirely sure, so please don't quote me on this, but I believe he served in Iraq, on the second Iraq War, the 2003, 2001 and so forth. I think it's 2003. And he lost quite a few buddies there. That second part I know. So I'm not sure if he served there or if he just lost the buddies there. Like his buddies were there. I still have to verify that part. And he's now a training inspector for the US Army. Actually gonna get deployed to the African continent in a while. So he's organizing a Memorial Day ride, which is gonna start today at 9 p.m. European Central Time, so CET, 9 p.m. And it's gonna go all the way up until the day of tomorrow. Their goal is to do 15 laps of Muir and the mountains on Watopia. Reason for the 15 is because he had 15 buddies that were killed in the line of combat, and each lap is for a buddy. So his name is Steve Domingos. He's also the leader of the Numpties. He's a veteran group, and it also does rides and so on and so forth. But tomorrow it's gonna be quite a long day in the saddle for him. About 500 Ks, if I'm not mistaken, and somewhere between 10,000 meters of elevation. So pretty brutal day. Not gonna be easy by any stretch of imagination, but important nonetheless, and something to stand aside or stand behind, not aside. If we are to remember those that came before. So that's gonna happen today. Afterwards, I will join him today at 9. So I'll be doing 1 or 2 laps with him today. Probably just a 1. And then tomorrow I have work because again, in Portugal this is not a holiday. So I will have to work tomorrow. But every single time that I have free time that I have, I'll be joining him and also live streaming whenever I can. I'm thinking if I'll live stream the entire thing. I might come up with that, like leaving the live stream on and having my ZWIFT on and having him as the center role for the entire thing. I might do that. I'm gonna ask him if he thinks it's a good idea. If he does, we might do that. But for now, it's only when we join up and ride together. So that's tomorrow. Today, we're doing the London Pretzel. Pretty interesting route here in London. One of the last route badges that I need for London. I'm missing this, and I'm missing the London 8. That's it. I don't have all London courses route badges, hence why I'm doing this one now. Not sure if I'm gonna do 1 or 2 laps. Probably just the 1, because we have Formula 1 later on. Monaco. Yeah, Monaco. So, don't want to miss Monaco. I'm a huge F1 fan. So, and also we have Giro. Today, the time trial. Yesterday, Hindley caught up with Carapaz and put him on his back wheel and more. Quite an amazing performance from Hindley. He's now our Marley Rosa. And honestly, if everything goes normal, so to speak, it should be quite an easy TT. I mean, Carapaz is quite a capable TT rider, but nothing spectacular compared to the others. I mean, compared to myself and anyone watching this, he's amazing, of course. Like all of them are, all pro Rs, but all pros are. Sorry, dyslexic moment here. But I think Hindley has a very high chance of taking this one home for Bora. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong, but I cannot remember another Grand Tour that Bora has won. This will be a first. That will be interesting. Interesting to see that they have transitioned from a rouleur sprint team, basically when they were structured for Sagan, and the current position where there are more GC riders thinking about the overall win. So I'm pretty sure they can win. Yeah, there's a very high chance of that happening today. I mean, it's the last day, so and in time trial, well, for the first people that are getting out of the pen has already started. We are at 12:20 Lisbon time, so yeah, has already started for them there. But I believe that the first ones, the first positions, will only start at about 2 o'clock Lisbon time, 3 o'clock their time. Now, one thing that I have not done is check the profile of the course. So I cannot really say if it suits one or another. I would say though, I think both of the GC contenders, Carapaz and Hille, have actually given more than everything yesterday. Carapaz to maintain the jersey, and Hille to gain it, take it off Carapaz's back and into his. So I wouldn't expect any of them to do like a top 10 finish today in terms of the race itself, the TT itself. It's gonna be a battle between them. There is also the third place. The third place guy is like 30 seconds from Carapaz, about a minute from Hindley. So that can also play into an interesting factor here, but again, taking a minute on a TT on the level of professionalism that we have today doesn't usually happen, so I wouldn't be expecting that, honestly. Yeah, so those are my expectations for today. Let's see, I'm gonna try and find out some things. Another news during the week, we had the last portion of the ZWIFT trial. So last testimonies, closing arguments, and it's now at the hands of the jury. It has been quite an interesting trial to watch. I've been a sucker for law for a very long time. I'm not in law. I'm not a lawyer. I'm an economist and trying to become an engineer. So I'm definitely not within the law spectrum from a layman's perspective. It's quite an interesting one. Quite an interesting one. Many arguments pro one side, many arguments for another side. There's a lot of he said, she said, or she said, he said. Whatever the way it was done first, doesn't really matter. To me, my opinion, doesn't really matter. But in the end, I think both of them, this is more of a Zoom 2 argument, a Zoom 2 art of war argument. That is, if you have to go to a trial, I mean, if you have to go to the real battle, you have already lost to some capacity. I believe both parties have lost just by going into trial and exposing themselves to the world. There are many facets. So, in that regard, yeah, I honestly think both of them have already lost a lot. This doesn't take from what the verdict will be. I'm not making predictions. I do not know how jury works. I'd imagine, I think they have to have a unanimous decision if they are gonna give it to one side or the other. So, statistically speaking, we're talking about the better chance to have a hung jury, which means Some were for one side, some were for the other side. And nobody really gives a damn for the results. And in that case, it doesn't matter if you're suing for 50 million, 100 million, or $1 billion. Just to quote Mr. Evil. Like expanding from a million to a billion. Because nowadays a million seems to be cheap change for these people. I mean, I would love to have $1 million on my account. Heck, I would love to have $100,000 on my account. So, yeah, I do not know if this is cheap change, but apparently to them it is. And $1 billion seems to me the next level thing, unimaginable, ludicrous amount of money. But it doesn't really matter because if you have a hung jury, at the end, nobody wins nothing. If I understood correctly, the reparations or damages, if you have a hung jury, are declared to be non-existent, and like they just put there, you have to pay $1 for the opposing party just to have a value for damages. It can be anywhere from $1 to the total plea, I think. I'm not sure if it can go above the total plea, to be honest. Again, I'm not a lawyer. That's what I grasped from the events. But there are a bunch of memes of this trial. I mean, that what was his name? I think it's Morgan Tremaine, the guy from TMZ. Damn, that clap back on the lane. Even she got like, oh snap! Even she thought it was a very good clap back, so props to him. I mean, if he wasn't there for the 50 minutes of fame, he surely got his 50 minutes of fame and more. At the very least, he's gonna be remembered for that one. He's almost like the judge on the Rittenhouse case, snapping back to the prosecution. Well, I think it was for trying to misdirect or state that the Rittenhouse did not have the right to remain silent, or that represented something I do not remember. In any case, it was like the same type of fame, I guess. But pretty entertaining there. I know trials are serious things. They shouldn't be done for entertainment. Nevertheless, as human beings, I guess we find entertainment in whatever we look. For instance, watching someone cycle on a video screen while talking from a completely different topic seems entertaining to some. So, I guess that proves that human beings are pretty interesting in and of themselves. But in any case, I did enjoy the trial. I found the judge on this trial to be very patient. Very, very patient. I mean, sometimes I was fed up listening to one side argument or the other side argument. The objections are like, at some points you wanted to understand the full thing, and the objections just keep pounding. And we're like, man, let's let them say their piece. I know this is a legal argument that you gotta make, but I'm interested on the storytelling part. So, just let them say the piece. So what am I doing with the phone? I'm trying to look for the route. Sorry. For the route of today. Just to switch from, again, the trial back to our topic of discussion, cycling. So, I don't know where they're gonna give the verdict for the trial. I wouldn't expect it to happen before Wednesday or Thursday. So 2 to 3 days at least. But again, no way. Still, apparently I was wrong. The time trial, now I'm looking at the official page of Judo. The time trial is due to start in 26 minutes. So I was wrong about that. I'm gonna start at 1 o'clock my time, or 2 o'clock on their time. It's gonna be it's gonna be in Verona. It does have a climb. An interesting one, by the way. It's the Torricella Massimiliana. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not Italian, but I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry for butchering it. Interesting climb. I do not see the elevation, like total elevation, but I would guess somewhere around 200 meters, give or take. So it's comparable. It's these are 5Ks for 200 meters. I guess it's comparable to the close to the Epic. No, the Epic is way more, right? Yeah, Epic is way more. So let's see. I guess compared to the volcano, I don't know. I don't see anyone giving their advice, so I'm gonna go with it's compared to the volcano. It's a 17.5K individual time trial. Almost everything is flat apart from that climb, and you obviously cannot see because not only am I riding, but the image is very, very small. I apologize for that. But in any case, the technical info. So it reads the route: an individual time trial on the Torricelli circuit, the same as the World Championships, by the way, covered counterclockwise. First part is on broad, straight boulevards, so flat, followed by an ascent sloping for 4.5 Ks at 5% in a series of steps on narrower roadway. Not sure if there are many twists and turns. If there are, and there's a narrow roadway, as they say, this is going to be pretty technical, especially the descent. Not much the ascent, but the descent. Split time is taken past Torricelli Massimiliana summit, which is the very summit. And the route then descends for 4Ks, still on wide and straight roads. So I guess it's a straight roads up and down. Never mind, it's not technical. Like a pure powerhouse kind of route then. The last 3Ks along the city streets with some sharp bends lead all the way to the finish in Piazza Bra and the Verona Arena. So I guess the very end is where things might get spicy. Interesting. Final kilometers are on broad, straight, urban avenues. The final time is taken in Piazza Bra before entering the arena. The home straight is 150 meters long. It's a very short straight on 6.5 meters wide asphalt road. That's pretty wide. 6.5 meters is kind of what you're seeing here on the screen. Yeah, without the island sort of section in the middle. So just to give a reference, these London streets, as they are computerized here, are about that length. I mean, you can take the rider here for a perspective. He's about 50 to 70 centimeters wide himself, shoulder to shoulder. So remember that shoulders are a bit wider than the bars. Bars are usually 42s and 44s. We're talking about between 50 to 70 meters wide. Well, let's start flying like this dude. Then it becomes much narrower. Okay, so with this profile in in hand, I would wager we're talking about Hindley and Carapace. Right. Hindley and Carapace. I'm gonna put it here to follow the live stage as it goes. But still, there's still a long way to go. Okay. Yeah, Jay Hindley. He'll be riding a pretty nice S-Works bike, S-Works Shift bike, apparently. That is the markings of the S-Works in rosa, in pink, and also the helmet, the S-Works PT helmet, not the one that I'm wearing. Their specific helmet, also rosa with the black banner in the middle. Interesting one. So, let's see. Wow, okay. So, I did not know this, but Cadel Evans, for those of you who don't know, Cadel Evans was an Australian rider in the mid 2000s and early 2010s. Pretty interesting dude. Won the Tour once against Andy Schleck, one of the Schleck brothers, and it's the reason why I love BMC, and I love him in particular, and I love PT in particular, because of his PT performance on, I believe it was the 2011 Tour de France. That guy, he was, I think it was 2 minutes behind Schleck, and the TT, he put 1.5 minutes on Schleck. It's amazing. It's on YouTube. You can just Google on YouTube, go watch. Absolutely fantastic. I think you still have the extended version, like the full version, but for sure you have the short highlight version. We can watch that, and it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And he was the first Australian, at least according to the Giro official website, to wear the Malha Rosa and to win it, which I did not know. Honestly, I did not know. It's stupid from my side, but well, it is what it is. And Jay Hindley might be the second one. Apparently, Cadel won the Malha Rosa almost 20 years ago. At least according to that particular piece of news. Don't quote me on this. I'm trying to speed read through the Giro official website. So if I'm talking some bull crap here, please do let me know. But 20 years would be 2002, 2003 season. 2002 season, right? Yeah. So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Let's hope that can happen, I guess. Or, at the very least, that we have quite a very good battle between Carapaz and Hindley. That would be great. That would be great. I mean, I for one love ITTs because of their capability of showing that it is an individual effort. So it's the rider against the wind. I know some people think it's unfair, because depending on the time that you start, conditions may change. But honestly, it can change for one side or the other. So that's luck. And luck, it's something that you cannot control for anyone. Or to me, that levels everything out. But that's just a personal opinion. Also, I need to put my TT bars back on this bike and go out for some TT intervals. It's been a very long time since I did that. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so we have done most of the flat part of this course now. 15Ks. Still got about another 15Ks to go, I guess, before we start climbing. We are gonna climb Box Hill, then we're gonna descend Fox Hill, then we're gonna do a lap, go back to the other side, climb Fox Hill, down Box Hill, or the other way around. I think it's the other way around now that I think about the route. In any case, we gotta do both sides of both of the mountain, Box Hill and Fox Hill. So, plenty of entertainment there. Also, I still have the allergies. I apologize for sneezing. I have been having difficulties in breathing actually. Had a terrible night trying to breathe. Sorry. My apologies. Let me put you on mute for a second. Oh boy. The struggles of being a cyclist streamer. I guess any streamer. Hello, they're here earlier. Nice of you to join us. Hi, hi. How's the weather in France today, my friend? How are you doing? Also, for everybody here, feel free to chat. Very hot. Really? Interesting. It's horrible. I can imagine down in Provence. Yeah, it's actually today it's colder. I want to say colder, but we had a couple of the hottest days between Friday and Saturday. Sheesh. Talking about 36, 37 degrees Celsius. It was incredibly hot, very dry, very, very dry. I live 5k from the ocean. The ocean is literally there. I can almost see it from my window. And I can barely breathe out of the dust. So dry, so dry. I can imagine. I mean, where you are in the interior. It's even a little bit farther away from oceans and lakes. I can imagine what the struggles, man. Fortunately, it's windy. Hey, Marcel, thanks to the sea. Nice. That's a good thing. You know, here, usually it's also windy, like very windy. But these 3 days, no wind at all. Zero wind. It's like burning hot. The floor, when you walk, you feel like you're in a sauna, you know? It's very strange, actually. In 5 years, I have not experienced this kind of weather here in Portugal, especially in the north. I mean, if I were to live in the south region of Portugal, okay. Still, we're in May. We're not even in August. Like, I cannot wait to get by July and August this year. Those months are gonna be dismal. I hope we don't have issues with water, actually. So, Aurelia, not sure if you got to listen, but how are you excited for the Giro finale today? Are you watching the individual time trial? Also, everyone else that is here, I will think nice. Everyone else in here, please feel free to drop your assumptions for today, your predictions. And Hidelia, who do you think is gonna take the Maglia Rosa in the end? Actually, let me ask you in a different way. How do you think the stage will go? Meaning, do you think they're gonna battle only between themselves or to... Okay. Nice. Australian to win the Giro. Very, very nice. Yeah, I mean, his attack yesterday was phenomenal. He just let Carapaz on his wheel like there was no tomorrow. That was so cool. But I think Carapaz would be better than him today. I mean, to be fair, they're almost at the same level of TT, right? It's difficult to say. I was talking about this earlier. So, do you think that Carapaz still has something in the legs? If after yesterday, after the effort? Because that's a big question for today, no? I guess whoever kept the most in the tank for today's race might take it, but he's way back. He's too many seconds back, I would guess. They're kind of even in terms of performance. Carapaz takes it, but not by much. And also, the route. I was just seeing the route. We've been discussing here in the stream. Not sure it favors Carapaz. I mean, it's a 4.5k 5% climb. So it's not that much of a climb. The punchy one. So whoever gets to maintain a good power on the climb, I think is gonna have more of a chance of winning. And it's basically a straight line, so no twists and turns on the climb or on the descent. So that negates a little bit, I think, from Carapaz's better technique than him. Nope, no worries, really. It crashed for everyone. My computer crashed, so yeah, you're not the only one. I apologize for that. I really do apologize for that. Hope you can you hear me now? Can you see everything now? Yeah, yeah. I'm still figuring this thing out, man. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And this is actually a new PC. Everything is turned off, so not really sure why it's crashing. It's the Streamlabs actually that's crashing. Streamlabs OBS. Because the game is still running. They're both running on the same PC. Yeah, it's strange. But in any case, the route I was saying that the route today is, I think it's a bit more for Hindley, just because it's more of a powerhouse route, meaning you don't have many technical turns. So, especially on the descent part of the mountain. So I guess the Carapaz advantage here would be the technique and the experience. Yeah, it doesn't play that much. Versus Carapaz, I honestly do not think that both of them are gonna win the stage. I think there are other better riders suited for the TT. For instance, I think Mathieu van der Poel, it's a great contender for today's stage. From those that have survived, I guess. And who do you think is gonna win the stage, by the way? Are you still hearing? Did it crash again? I don't know who is very good in TT. Maybe. Oh yeah, the Ghent. I forgot that the Ghent was there. True. Sorry. I need to shut off the recordings. There's a recording option. Oh, Dumoulin is still there. True. I mean... So, talking about Dumoulin, because the Ghent, we know from previous races that he's a very good rider, a very good domestique, solo attacker and breakaway attacker. But what did you think about Dumoulin? Oh. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna ask if he was still in the race, because I don't remember the narrators talking about him on the last highlights, so I guess he thought enough is enough. I mean, if João Almeida was still there, he could be a contender for today's stage, but he got positive for COVID, so get out of here, unfortunately. Not sure how he got COVID, because it's really odd. Like, the only guy on the team that gets COVID. Same for Yates, true. That's very true. Yates was kind of I don't want to say a disappointment, but I have the feeling that he did not give 100% or that he had some kind of issue. As I was honestly expecting a bit more of Yates. I mean, not to put any down perspective of him, he's a very, very skillful rider. Very accomplished one. But I don't know, I think there were some moments where it was kind of his preferred route or preferred part, and he couldn't simply perform for one reason or another. Not for the GC, but for the GC. But they could. Oh yeah, he still has a chance. Wait, this is. Huh. But I don't know why I thought he was gone. But nice. Right? So that would be amazing. I mean, that would be. When was the last time that a Frenchman has won? Oh. Yeah, I thought he dropped out. I thought I saw like the French hope was out of the race or something to that line on the news. When was the last time that a Frenchman won a Grand Tour? Out of curiosity. Whatever Grand Tour. I remember the Bernard Hinault. Oh wow, that's a while ago. I mean, I've only watched videos from Hinault. I've never actually seen him. Yeah, he was a legend. At least the videos, my god. He was a legend. He's still a legend. I guess he'll always be. But damn, Hinault attacks were. Whoa. That was something. That was something. For sure. I remember in the Judo Fignon, Lohan Fignon, I guess. Wow, the year that I was born. Wow. Wow, that's exactly the year that I was born. Okay, that is a while ago. I mean, I'm no new puppy, so it's past time that some Frenchman won the Judo, I guess. Maybe for next year. Perhaps Barty can come back and provide us with a nice win for France. That would be nice. It'll shake things up a bit. Because the last winners were either South Americans or Bahrain Tour. Is he racing the tour this year? 2022? I thought he was gonna skip. But of course, I mean, in tour is even better, right? You know what's close? Yes. True, I remember that. That is true. It was such a... My god. Was 2019 the year that he was crying, copiously crying, because he was not feeling well and he had to abandon? Yeah, I think Bardet will skip the tour and take another bet in Vuelta, which is still a very good result. Like he's a Grand Tour, so he can win the Vuelta would be spectacular. But I remember Pinot crying. Man, that broke my heart. That really broke my heart. He was fighting with all his might. What a fighter. But I guess you cannot win always. Very unfortunately for him. Hey, Hirale. Maybe you can win the Giro or the Tour. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, for you it must have been even worse. Like, your countryman France's hope of winning. He had quite a good shot. Quite a good shot. He was looking scary good. And then one bad day is all it takes, man. All it takes. I mean, to be fair, it's such a brutal race. It's a difficult one. I agree with you, but in order for Alaphilippe to win, I think he has to move teams. Has to get on a different team. Because he certainly has the legs. He has the might, he has the will, he has the legs, and I think he has the head, the strategy. But he needs a team for that. And his team does not work for him as a GC rider. I honestly feel bad for him. Every time I see him on the Alaphilippe on the attack, he's soloing. Or he's on some other team's wheel. But he doesn't really have a domestique or like not even one. I mean, he cannot win a GC solo, unfortunately. Not in the current modern era. So either they change their target or he changes teams. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult. Yeah, not only classics. On the GC, on the Grand Tours, usually focus on the points, on the points jersey, which, to be fair, they have won a fair bit amount of times. So, all the more power to them. Like quick step train, like the lead out train, is phenomenally good for sprints. But then again, modern era is not made of sprint GC contenders. I cannot remember off the top of my head the last time a sprinter won the GC on any of the Grand Tours. So, kind of a focusing. I mean, look at Sky and Ineos. I do not remember if they ever won the points race. Oh wow. Oh wow, that would be amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure Pinot would agree. If Pinot agrees, definitely Alaphilippe has the chance of his lifetime. But I'm not sure if Pinot would agree with that, because he has been trying for so long, and he has the captain feeling and leadership in him. So if Alaphilippe would go to FTJ, I think he would be the domestique. I feel like he would be the domestique. Oh, did he now? I did not know that. Okay, I stand corrected. Never mind. Let's see if he can help Gaudu win. Gaudu is also becoming quite a star, huh? Holy Christ, that guy can ride. Because he knew it's too hard for him. Yeah, Vuelta is hard. I think from the three, given the elevation, profiles and all, Vuelta is very hard. I think Giro is harder. Honestly, I think Giro is harder than Vuelta, than Tour in terms of the profile. But then you factor in the pressure and the stigma to win the Tour, and the Tour is by far the hardest. Because the Tour has the entire package, right? Giro and Vuelta are like the preparation and the post-race, so to speak. Everybody wants to win the Tour. If you want to win the GC, you've got to be trying for the Tour. What about the Tour? Is Pinot gonna race? Yeah, it is. By far it is. I mean, I don't know if it still applies, so don't quote me on this. But on 2011-2012 seasons, both, I remember seeing the charts for the television and the broadcasting. I know this changed a lot in the recent years, but still, the charts for Tour de France were only lower than the charts for Soccer World Cup, Football World Cup, and the Olympics. Those are the only two events that gather more viewers than the Tour. So the Tour was the third most watched event in terms of number of viewers per day. Which is saying a lot. Man. And not to mention the people that are there, right? I mean, for you to get a spot at some place where the Tour is gonna go by, especially if it is like a known spot, for instance, the Tourmalet, my God, you have to be there for 2 to 3 days. Yeah, I bet. That's so ludicrous. I mean, here in Portugal, when you're talking about cycling, in general, people don't follow. They have started to follow now because of João Almeida. But if it weren't for João Almeida, people would not care about cycling at all. Even if there are many Portuguese riders who are considerably good, they're not still not at the same level as the greatest in terms of international. Who abandoned? Yes, sorry, João Almeida, yes. He abandoned due to COVID. He tested positive for COVID, and he had to abandon, actually. I think it was 2 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, very unlucky. He was the only one on the team that tested positive, which is very strange, but still, it is what it is, man. He tested, so they test daily, and because he tested, he cannot put the entire peloton at risk, so had to abandon. I don't think he had symptoms. Yeah, he had the white jersey, yes. And he's a very skillful rider. I've had the privilege of riding with him once. Like in real life, once. Man, that dude can do spin backs with the bike. I guess everybody there can, but he was amazing. We were riding here on I do live, as I said, I live in the seaside part. We're very close to the shore, the shoreline, the beaches. But we do have some mountains about 30 to 40k inward. And on weekends we usually do those rides. Used to, not so much today, but we used to do those rides. In one of those rides he joined us. He and a few of his colleagues. Well, safe to say, I got dropped within 3 minutes of the climb, and he was talking, like chatting, like we're doing now. Just chatting. Like his graph would be the same as mine, blue, while mine would be all red, gasping for air. The dude is amazing. We have such high endurance on that level. It really is bonkers. And that's not to say that the others don't have, but he's the only pro that have, from the pro peloton, that I've ever ridden with. I've ridden with other professionals here, but he's like the highest level. So, and it was very difficult to follow. Very difficult to follow. Even on the flats, sticking to his wheel, he goes on 45 to 50 kilometers an hour, like we're doing 30. For him, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. Not an effort. Doesn't matter if it's in the front, headwind, really doesn't matter. It's amazing. It really is. But yeah, he got unlucky. He's out. Essa pneu em Tour de Provence. I take a picture, talk to him. Nice. He seems to be a very nice guy. Like a very cool dude. At least that's the impression that I have from him. I don't speak French, so I can't say about his interviews. Yeah, nice. Nice. He surely seems to be. I would like to meet him one day. Only, I guess I'll have to take French lessons before that. Because I really don't want to piss him off. Wait, when he's angry. I mean, to be fair, French in general, okay, just a generalization, I'm not saying everybody's like this, but in general, French, Italian, and even Portuguese, you can read them just by their face. I mean, if you look at them, you see if they are tired, if they're angry, if they're going like "Mamma mia," the Italian ones. So they're pretty easy to read. Spanish ones I don't find so easy, and people from the Eastern countries or the UK, they have such a good poker face. Really, it's amazing. And why is that, Hirelia? Why are they always angry in Paris? I thought Paris was a city of love, man. How come people are always angry there? City of love and city of food. They need the sea. True. True. I can agree with that. If you don't live in the sea, you are missing a lot. And the star on Champions. Now you had to go there, right? Yep. Another year, another wasted opportunity. Yeah, I agree with you. They're still failing that simple star. And boy, they have quite a... On the paper, they have quite a good team, right? They should be able to have it by now. At least you would expect them to have it by now, but... I guess it takes more than payment. Oh man, I have to breathe to do my cycling, dude. Don't get me started on that. €1 billion and you cannot win the damn Champions League. Wow. Just wow. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I mean, it's remarkable actually. Do you know that the OM won the first Champions League? Really? I did not know that. Let's go, Marcel. In 1993. Oh, so the first Champions League is also a new thing. I thought it was an older trophy for some reason. Had another name before. Oh, okay, so they switched names, okay. In the new era, you say. Nice! Let's go, Olympique de Marseille, right? The name? Not much of a soccer dude myself. I apologize in advance. But I believe it's Olympique de Marseille. Okay. Whew. Gosh, that bullet. So I guess every time you go to Paris and someone comes up to you with a PSG t-shirt, you go, huh, so how are the preparations for the Champions League going? You guys still thinking of winning someday? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. The PSG with a lot of dollar signs, or euro signs, I should say. My god. Well, I guess the saying goes, right? Fame is not everything. You have to have a team. You cannot just pay everybody to stay there. And also, I have a second problem with PSG because I am originally from Brazil, and I think you know where I'm going with this, but they have Neymar. Yeah. Honestly, I cannot think of a more disgraceful player for the Brazilian soccer team than Neymar. So I really don't understand why PSG would want to have him. I mean, it's good for you from Marcel that they have him because he's a very bad player in terms of being a team player. He's skillful, yes. No, I know. Marquinhos and Ronaldinho. Yeah. But I mean, Ronaldinho. yeah. Basically a Brazilian team. At one point they had also Thiago Silva in the defense. Very good defender. But I mean, Ronaldinho Gaúcho, as he's known in Brazil, because we have two Ronaldinhos there. One you call Ronaldo. It's also Ronaldinho for us. Ronaldinho Gaúcho, David Luiz, exactly. Another good defender. But Ronaldinho Gaúcho, in my view, is one of the most underappreciated players there is. Man, the skill that guy had, it's amazing. Wherever he played, he had amazing skill. Just like Ronaldo, the phenomenon. Both of them are above charts on the modern era of football. I mean, you cannot compare those two with the likes of Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo in terms of complete skill, I believe. And not skill, sorry, on winnings, because Messi and Ronaldo have far more winnings. Cristiano Ronaldo. CR7. They have far more winnings than Ronaldo and Ronaldinho. But Ronaldo and Ronaldinho are 2 times world champions, 1994 and 2002. How many times Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are world champions? Remind me again? Just to say that I think Ronaldo and Ronaldinho are more team players. Yeah, exactly. 0. I mean, it's all a good joke, okay? So it's all in a good laughing spirit. I'm not putting them to fame or anything like that. They're great players. But you'll be the first for Arjun Benzema. Nice! Yeah? I mean, you guys have a very good team. And Algerians, for France, have brought, I want to say, quite a lot of happiness, right? At least the last time I heard of an Algerian, it was somewhat good, I want to say. I think he's still a coach, right? You do know who I'm referring to, right? Well, I mean, I don't think that's bad. It's a different, how can I say? It's a different biotype, but I think it complements well the entire team. There are other set of skills that come from that, so I honestly do not think that is a bad thing. I mean, if we were to measure where our team players from Brazil come from, yeah, it would be impossible. For instance, Ronaldo, I know he has Spanish family. Ronaldinho, Gaúcho, had people from Africa. Don't remember exactly where, but he had people from Africa. Roberto Carlos was part Dutch. And he had Cafu, who had ties to America. Come from everywhere. Like, I mean, if you go today in Brazil and ask for someone who is like 4 generations Brazilian, there are very few people that can say that. Very few people. Most of us are sons or grandsons of people that came to Brazil in the 1920s, 1930s. So that's my case. I'm grandson of Portuguese and Italians. I actually don't have like a long Brazilian history in my family. Not to say that it's a bad or good thing, but it's quite a multicultural country. And this is to say that the mixture of cultures has come up with some interesting biotypes, and throughout the 20th century, at least, it has proven to be quite good for teams, like multi-component teams or multi-athlete teams. For instance, not only soccer, which is very well known for, but also volleyball. Our volleyball team, both men and women, are winners of many, many World Cups and Olympics. And also, the basketball teams are one of the only that could stood up to the Americans and Russians back in the day of the USSR. So, you have that. Multiculturality is good, in my view. I know it's bad for traditionalism. That is true. That is true. The French were very good. Gapat, yes. Yes, indeed. Indeed. That was a tough... It was also always a tough time between Brazil and France when we met on the volleyball court. That is true. But unfortunately, that has... Even for Brazil, I'm not saying just for France, even for Brazil, the last years were not that good. I believe they did. You're talking about the French, right? The men's French volleyball team. I believe they did. Yeah, I believe they did. If they didn't win, they were certainly second place, which is not something that much countries can say, that many countries can say. So, but I think they were Olympic champions, yes. Oh boy. I always forget how Surrey Hills, specifically Fox Hill, such a diesel kind of ascent. Typical French to be second. Hey, it's typical for everyone. For you to be second, first of all, you have to reach the finals, which means that you have faced every single one of the other opponents, either the true opponents or the victorious ones, which to me count as the same, and you only lost in the end. Yeah, I mean, look, that was the Nigerian that I was talking about, but he's actually Argentine, so yeah, Zizou's hand. I think he was justified if the comment that was made was true, but come on. You basically gave up the chance of winning. Hey, but you won on us in France. You won in '98, right? I haven't won in the Olympics, but I have won the World Cup atop Brazil on '98. I was watching that live actually in Disney World. I was doing a trip with my parents there. Yeah, you lost in 2016. 2016? You mean the Olympics, right? Yeah, I did. Look, I'm Brazilian, so I gotta say that I kind of like that. Wait, they're talking about Portugal? Portugal, 2016? Winning the Euro Nations Cup? I did not remember. Oh, okay. I did not remember it was in France, to be honest. It's still celebrated to this day here in Portugal. That win. People talk about it all the time, as if it was a World Cup. But in all fairness, it is at least a preparatory championship for the World Cup, so it has its very high merit. But hey, you gotta let us win once, right? Not to be a downer, but I have to go, I'm sorry. Oh, no worry, man, no worry. Thank you. And by the way, you're still doing the triathlons, right? So, have a nice training. Enjoy your Sunday. Don't worry about it. If you're going on a lunch break, go on a lunch break. I'll be here. You take care, and thanks for the chat. It's very nice of you. Thank you, thank you. Take care. Take care, Hilalia. Thanks a lot, buddy. Oops. Oh, wow. And I almost injured myself. That was it first. I almost twisted my ankle now. It's not good. Okay, so okay, so we are, I want to say, not mid-ride, because the remaining part is not gonna take that much, but about 2/3, a little less than 2/3 actually. And I'm not looking at the bar, I'm looking at what's coming ahead, because now we have climbed Fox Hill and we are going down Box Hill. Now we're gonna do a small circuit back in town and coming back to climb Box Hill and descend Fox Hill. So the other way around. Righto. It was nice to talk to you earlier. That was a nice chap to talk to. I've got to go on a very good tangent here on soccer. Apparently he's a very good soccer enthusiast. I'm honestly not that much. And as you can see, my recent events in cycling are not that good as well. I've been taking my time on doing other things. For instance, my PhD. I still gotta finish. I still gotta submit my thesis. And that takes a good portion of my time in my day, to be honest. So I haven't had that much time to follow up on the Jita, unfortunately. I did not manage to do the challenge that I wanted to do. Also, unfortunately, that is the truth. And to a certain extent, I feel like I've been disappointed by myself in this month of May. I hope June is a better month for us, but I also had to take it a bit easier, especially now in the last weeks, because I have been feeling my knees And the last time that happened, I had to take a leave for about 3 months, completely out of the saddle, then back to riding, and I don't want to repeat that. So I'm taking it really easy, really slowly. I don't want to overdo this. That's why I haven't ridden that much, to be honest. And we're back in town. Right. Really? I just dropped my bottle. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go up the elevator. This damn thing. Damn elevator. Man, I hate this part. Okay. Ah, there you go. Okay. Apart from not having much to say. Now, still trying to recover from that little service there. Oh boy. I was not planning to do that much effort. Okay. Cool. You have, let's say, about 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 to 40 minutes of riding. I expect we'll be finishing by close to 2 hours of riding time. It's not bad. Not good, not bad. 56 Ks. I try and break it to 60. Just because. But yeah. Okay, so for those of you who do not know the London Pretzel, we have climbed Fox Hill. Now we go do one round of Classic, and we go back to the Surrey Hills to climb the Box Hill, and then during the Box Hill, we get to after the Box Hill, we get back to here, the central part, and we finish the ride. Also, there is a nice chap here doing the FTP test. Apparently, he's doing a normal FTP test, which is brutal. Maintaining power, usually not a good thing. I prefer to do it on erg mode, to be honest. The ramp test, because I'm terrible at maintaining power, especially seated. Let's follow this FTP tester for a bit. Oh, Sergeant, any relationship with the Flat Earth Sergeant? I wonder. Impossible to tell, but it would certainly be interesting. Can I keep on his wheel? Let's find out. I think I can. Just for the time being. And he stopped. Okay, never mind, full sergeant. I guess you're done with your FTP. Oh. Okay, so Formula 1 is gonna start in 30 minutes. Right. It's not counting on that. But okay. Guess I'm gonna have to put it here on the screen. Now for you guys, unfortunately, I cannot transmit live. I'm not on the rights, nor have I paid for the rights of transmission. Yeah, turn off the mic for a minute here. Okay, let's go back to Box Hill, I guess. And the other part now. You have nerve. What the hell do you think you're doing, my friend? Flying like that. You got a nice dress from me, huh? Okay. I got you on the climb, my dude. I got you on the climb. I know I'm not gonna get everything under the Box Hill. Box Hill is the whole demon. And it's like an 8 to 10 minute ride. And today, I do not want to destroy my legs. I may do a bit of effort, but not that much. Not that much. Many Brazilians here. Guess the cold bring the best of us. Hey James, I seen you give me a thumbs up. Thanks Bailey of this ZWIFT HQ. Very nice job. Very nice job. Heart rate is not doing well. Heart rate? Low. My heart rate is not correct. That's for sure. Should be about 170. Yeah, let's push a bit. We're not gonna TV. We're sure it'll be an interesting time. Oh, that's a good time. That's a good time. So what you're saying, I wouldn't push, huh? Okay, we're almost done here. Let's just get, oops, let's get back to, yeah, vertex speed. And there we go. Go back into super tuck. Just get this guy strapped. Thanks, buddy. You're doing an awesome job there. Keep going. Keep pushing, buddy. Keep pushing. Know you can do this. Know that you can do this. Just messing around with him. And now we are back at -5 again. I'm gonna super tuck once again. And here we go. And getting back on the pedal. Following the dude. Thank you, buddy. Such a nice shot. Thank you so much. I do not know this dude, by the way. He passed me along the summit of Box Hill. Alright, good case. I finished the ride. So, last sprint coming up. The elevator section. Worst section, this entire ride. Honestly, the elevator is a bad joke. I'm exactly tired, to be honest, but the elevator is still a bad joke, in my view. Alright. And let's go. There we go. That's how I get rid of that damn elevator. Now it's just cruising to the line. I'll also jump back on the wheel of the Japanese dude for the last time I go. Just so that he can get me to the line. Not too much of an effort. Let's go. Come on, girl. And there you go. He's mad. He's mad, dude. He's mad. Hi there, Alvaro. What happened there, dude? Ran out of gas? I'm just teasing. And there we go. Adventure Island. There we go. That's it, folks. Thanks a lot. And put here the end screen. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. Thanks again for Hiralia for being here and chatting. You're also always welcome to chat. I do read your chats while I'm writing and I try to respond them as quickly as I can. So feel free to always chat. Drop me a DM if you want, or a whisper as they say here on Twitch. This live stream will be uploaded to YouTube. Link is below. It's on the banner that's written YouTube. You can also watch yesterday's ride, where I won my very first ZWIFT race in my entire life. It was quite something, man. Not gonna lie, I was pretty stoked. It was a hill climbing race, 5 minutes and 40 seconds approximately of effort, and it was really spectacular. I'm not gonna lie. All without draft, single ITT sort of setup. Only the hill climbing portion counted, so it was really fun. And if you would like to check, the link is below. It has highlights right at the beginning. It has chapters in the description, so you can jump to whatever part you want, including only the climb. You don't have to watch on everything. And the same will happen to this video as any other video that I upload to YouTube. Okay? So thanks again. You take care. Have a nice Sunday. I'll be back here at 9 o'clock in the evening today. Join my friend on his Memorial Day ride. As usual, take care, stay safe, and ride on.